Hello, so in this video, I will be going over my ideas for a Spanish Civil War event in Enlisted. So firstly, I will go over guns. I will not be going over vehicles because I do not believe Franco sent vehicle divisions into the Germans. We will be starting with the Bergmann MG. The Bergmann weighs about 12.9 kgs and at a length of 44 inches or 1,120 millimeters. The Bergmann's rate of fire is 500 to 600 rounds per minute. Whilst not a native built Spanish rifle or machine gun, should I say, I reckon it would be a good addition to the game because one, it is unique. So it is a gun that was used by the Germans as well. So I think that it would be better served as a event rifle or slash gun rather than a event squad or for an event squad. So that way you could put it on other squads if you did not want to use one of the event squads. Now on to the Star SI-35 with a weight of 3.8 kilos or 8.4 pounds, a length of 900 millimeters or 35 inches, and a rate of fire of around 300 to 700 rounds per minute. Now, unlike the Bergmann, I believe that this gun would be a perfect example of something that would be a nice event weapon for one of the event squads, which I will go into the squads later. But this weapon is very much similar to a Suomi in its appearance, so they could probably build the model off of that, so I think it would be a relatively easy port into the game. As well as that, it is a relatively cool looking weapon, I think. But tell me what you guys think in the comments. Next up, the Naranjero, or the Orange Seller SMG. The Naranjo, as mass or weight, is 4 kgs or 8 pounds. Its length is 95 centimeters or 37 inches. And its rate of fire is 550 rounds per minute. Now, I am aware that this is just a Irma EMP. However, I believe that they could put a bayonet on the rifle, which would give it some distinction, as well as this was actually in service during the Spanish Civil War, and I believe it was in service during World War II, so I believe it makes a lot more sense to use this for any event squad. So that is why I believe this should be on the list. The Labora 35 SMG, coming in at a weight of 4.38 kgs or 9.65 pounds, a length of 806 millimeters or 31 inches, and a fire rate of 750 RPM. I believe this SMG should be used for the Catalan division within the Greater Blue Division, or the Catalan Regiment. It was made in Catalonia during the Spanish Civil War for the Republican forces. However, the Nationalists had captured it and used it during the war and post-war. And also it is made in Spain, so that is why I believe that this is a great opportunity to add for said event. The Spanish Mauser M1893. The Spanish Mauser has a weight of 4 kgs or 8.8 pounds, a length of 1,234 millimeters or 48.6 inches, and a rate of fire of 50 rounds per minute. I believe that we would absolutely have to have this if we were to get the Blue Division or just a Spanish Civil War event, because it is just like the main standard rifle of both sides of the Spanish Civil War, and it is a very nice looking rifle. It's a Mauser, so it would be simple to add to the game. It would be effective for a BR1 squad, I reckon. I think this would be an utterly perfect addition to the game. The Tigre Modelo 1923. With a weight of 2.9 kgs, a length of 99.5 centimeters, and a rate of fire of 76. I believe that the Tigre would be a good addition to the game because it is a Spanish copy of the, of course, Winchester model 1892. So already it's kind of similar to the other lever action rifles in the game. As well as that, this was used by the Spanish, and it's of course lever action cool. It was used in this time period. It was used by a couple other countries as well, which I think is great. And just generally, yeah, I think as a rifle, it makes a very solid choice for something to use. The Sistema MR Modelo 1932 with a rate of fire of 60, a weight of 4.3 kgs or 94 pounds, and a length of 110 centimeters or 43.3 inches. Now, I think the Sistema would make a beautiful gun for a event squad because I believe that it would be like similar to an M1 Garand in sort of how it plays and its abilities. However, I think that it would be nice because a lot of the German semi-automatic rifles are absolutely shite, so it would make a great addition, I think. But let me know how you guys feel. Now that we are done with these guns, it is time to move on to squads. I'm very excited for this because the Blue Division, I believe, squads are going to be the most unique. Now, I will be putting up images of the insignia that I have found. The insignia that I will be showing in this video could perhaps be wrong, and if that is the case, please feel free to correct me in the comments and, join the Discord server if you want to post the correct image, and I will update it. First up is the 262nd Regiment, Madrid. This unit was made by predominantly people from Madrid. Specifically, of course, it would be Falangist and Carlist forces that were being sent because, the Republicans were not really part of the Blue Division, believe it or not. I would like to add on, Spanish Republicans are not the same as American Republicans. Spanish Republicans were backed by the Soviet Union and were pro-socialism and all of that horse shit. So this is not a political statement, I would just like to say. Next up, we have the 263rd Regiment Valencia. So as indicated by the name, of course, the people of this unit are from Valencia, but I figure I'll try to go a bit deeper. They fought, of course, in the Blue Division, as all Franco's troops did, and they fought specifically on the Eastern Front, like all the other ones, in Krasny Bor. I could be saying that wrong, because my Russian is shite. Now we're up to the 269th Regiment Seville, or Sevilla, I believe is the other pronunciation. This division was predominantly made of soldiers from Seville, or Sevilla, as the name shows. As well as that, they fought on the Eastern Front, like all the other Blue Division squads. So that is the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed. I've made this because I love Spain, and I think that the Blue Division would be beautiful to see. Tell me what you guys think. Yeah, have a good day.